So we're very fortunate to have these species here. It's really lucky that we have these cold weather species. We were able to come together and create this environment for these birds to thrive in. We brought them here so that people in our community would have the opportunity to see these animals that they probably wouldn't get to see in the wild. So these guys are great ambassadors for their wild counterparts and even for their counterparts in other zoos that we might not be able to visit. So they get to tell the story of the penguins in the Antarctic and different ways that we can help as a community in New Mexico save these guys in the wild. Things like overfishing and plastic consumption and pollution are things that we can think about even here in New Mexico as ways to help these guys in the wild. Right now, all around the world, there's 18 species of penguins in total, and most of them are actually considered to be vulnerable all the way through critically endangered. And a big part of that is overfishing by humans. Penguins can't catch fish fast enough as we are catching more fish out of the water than penguins can go and catch, and their fish are not repopulating, which means that there's not enough food for them to sustain, which means in the end they won't be able to reproduce because they're not going to reproduce if they don't have enough fish to sustain themselves. So there are many different things in your control in here in New Mexico or in the Southwest in general that we can do to help kind of aid in that overfishing problem, and one of those is just to be more conscious about sustainable fishing when you're out at the store or at a restaurant, asking if this was caught sustainably, where it came from, and just being informed of the different conservation efforts that you can do here in the desert to help these guys in the wild.